Okay, let's begin with question number 5. Let's move it to a whiteboard, please. Okay, let's read and begin. Okay, find the distance between the points of intersection of the curve y equals to 3 plus 4x and the line equals to 4x plus 9. Okay, so the first thing is to find the points of intersection. And to get this, we need to solve simultaneously. So whenever we want to find the points of intersection, we just solve the given equations, which is y equals to, in this case, 3 plus 4x and y equals to 4x plus 9 simultaneously. Okay, what is solving simultaneously? Just simultaneous equations. Okay, like in this case, it's easy to see that both are equals to y. So y becomes the link, and then it's 3 plus 4x, and this is 4x plus 9. Okay, making the denominator same. So now we copy only the, skip the y. This equals to 4x plus 9. To make the denominator same. And this one move to the right. So when we cross multiply from here to here, we move this to the right, but we write it on the left. 4x plus 9, and this is equals to 3x plus 4. Becomes 4x squared. This is 9x, 3x plus 4. Then bring it all to one side. It becomes in order 4x squared, 9x minus 3x minus 4 equals to 0, from which we get the quadratic equation equals to 0. Okay, now we want to reduce it as much as possible. So before we factorize it, so we divide throughout by 2. Because a common factor, please take note, divide throughout by 2. So from which we would get, this is 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, then put 2 brackets like that, and then we need to find the factor if it is factorizable. Usually it is, and let's try to find the factors here. Please take note, this is a 6-mark question, and that's why there are quite a number of details here. Please take note of that. Okay, put the thing like that, the normal thing for the quadratic thing. 2x times x is the only way to get 2x squared, so we place it in that. 1 is 2. Okay, to get the plus 3x is quite obvious that under the cross multiplication, 2 times 1 like that, and then put the arrow, from which we get this is x times 1 is x, 2 times 2 is 4x. Then always try to match it to the middle term. Okay, the middle term is positive 3, so 4 minus x is 3. That means since we put a minus here, just beside it, we add a minus to the negative 1. So in this column, everything is being added. That means, so this we add, so it becomes 3x, which matches the given term with the sign together with it. And then on this column, everything is being multiplied. That's why they have this line here to separate the two. So 2x squared, negative 1 times negative 2 is, times 2 is negative 2. The 3 things match. Match means 2x squared, as you can see here, this is 2x squared. Then 3x, positive 3x, and negative 2, this is negative 2. So the 3 terms match now. So that means the 2 factors are, we read these 2 from left to right. So that would be 2x minus 1. And then the second factor, like that, not 2x plus 2, don't follow the arrow. Please take note, it's not x minus 1, but rather left to right, x, where there's no sign, is a plus, so plus 2. It's an important thing there. Okay, from which we get the 2 values of x. This is, we're putting it equal to 0, solve it, x is half, or sometimes 0.5 easier to write, or x is negative 2. Okay, we want to find the value of y accordingly. We can substitute back in either one of the equation. Let's put back in equation 2 because it's a bit easier. So y equals to 4, bracket then plus 9, or in this case, the y will equals to 4 bracket plus 9, where the x is to be replaced in the bracket. So the x is either 0.5 here or -2 here. So from which case we get the value of y should be 11. Oh, here is 9 minus 8, right? 1. So we have our two coordinates ready from this point onward. That means the two coordinates are, this is 0.5, 11, and here is -2, 1. So these are the intersection points. Okay, let's think about it. These are the intersection points. Now, there's one other thing they actually ask. What is find the distance between the points of intersection. So we want to find the distance between 0.5 and 11 and -2 and 1. Okay, so we use the famous distance formula. Okay, let's say I'm going to put the formula here. So distance between any 2 points is the square root of, when given in coordinate form, so it's going to be x2 minus x1 squared plus 2 minus 1 square, like that. Okay, which is the x2 and y1? It can be any one of it, doesn't matter. So this is, let's say, x1, this is x2, this is y1 accordingly, y2, 0.1, 0.2, the indices or the index is based on that rather. Okay, let's compute this. So distance d, just use a symbol, even if you didn't write the symbol, still correct. So it's going to be 0.5 minus the -2 whole thing square plus 11 minus 1 whole thing square. So it's just simple computation at this point, from which we can say that this would be the square root of 2.5 square plus 10 square. Good to write the, at least if the decimal terminates, good to write that part first. So 10 square will be 16.25, from which the square root will be, then you do the square root to see whether it's a decimal number. Yep, it looks like that. So 10.3 to 3 significant figures, and then that's the answer. Thank you.